My colleague Sean Hannity blasting a radical British imam after the imam threatened that, quote, Sharia law is coming to a place near you.
And I don't want your Sharia law, and neither does anybody in Great Britain that has a brain.
You would have no choice, in fact, Sean. It's coming to a place near you. It's coming to a place near you.
So you're threatening to come and get me, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that the Sharia will be implemented in the whole world.
Sharia is the promise of the Messenger. That's what you want. You want that. Thank you. You answered my question. You want a worldwide Islamic caliphate.
Of course we do.
You want a worldwide Islamic caliphate.
Alhamdulillah.
And you want Islam to rule the world.
This has been promised by the Messenger Muhammad.
And infidels should be destroyed and done with. Infidels, goodbye.
You will be liberated from the shackles of man-made law. Let me tell you something.
I don't need to be liberated by Islam. I'm a Christian.
And Charles Krauthammer, author of Things That Matter, it's been on New York Times bestseller list, I think, before I came to Fox 12.5 years ago, joins us. Nice to see you, Charles.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. All right, Charles, Sharia law is coming to a place near you. Just bravado, or do you think he believes it, or is it a real threat?
It's both. It's all three. I'm sure it's bravado. I'm sure he believes it. I mean, I do think sort of the essence of what's happening when we confront either Al-Qaeda or ISIL is that they do have a messianic impulse. And I would apply that to the regime in Iran, which is apparently more civilized, and it contains itself in public. It pretends to be pragmatic. But these are people who believe in the end of days, and that what they're doing, the cruelty, the threats, the conquests, are going to hasten the end of days. That's what makes them dangerous. And that's why when the president leaves out the religious element of this, you know, he talks about them as extremists. I mean, what does extremism mean? There's all kinds of extremism. This is a specific type of extremism. It's an element, it's a wing of, perhaps small, but nonetheless determined one of a great religion. And when you are propelled by religion, the belief in the Almighty, that gives you a power and a determination that is unusual. It's not the run-of-the-mill enemy.
I don't know if we have a caliphate yet. I think we have some pretty close, if we don't, in Syria and Iraq. But if we don't, how do we prevent ISIL from getting one? And if they do get one, within what? What does that mean?
I don't think they can and they will hang on to it for two reasons. The cruelty is almost unfathomable. There's a story today, I believe in the Wall Street Journal, about what they have done in Mosul, to the point where the Sunnis in Mosul, who welcomed ISIS because of the way the Shiite army of Maliki had treated the Sunnis, they were happy to see the Shiites scattered. But within weeks of the amputations, the assassinations,
public amputations,
and they make children watch this. I think there's exactly as happened in Anbar. One of the reasons you had the Anbar awakening, one of the reasons we won the war in Iraq and ended the civil war, was because the Sunnis in Anbar turned against Al-Qaeda in Iraq. And that, I think, is likely to happen again if we keep on the pressure.
The different dimension here, I think, is the money. They are filthy rich, and it's just pouring in over the transom. Does that change the dynamic?
It does. They are now the first terrorists ever who don't rely on money from the outside. 95% of their funds are generated internally from extortion, gangsterism, so-called taxation, and the capture of resources. They actually sell oil in northern Syria with the connivance of Assad, which shows you how Assad is playing a double game. So they are self-financed, which has never happened before, and that makes them a major threat. So the cruelty alone is not going to defeat them. They need pressure from the outside. That means the U.S., the Kurds, the Iraqis, the Free Syrian Army, what's left of it, and others. And we'll see if Obama can actually muster them.
Charles, nice to see you, sir.